Not as much. Other dentists, definitely not. My name is Paul, Dr. Nacho, and I want to help you learn how to ask the right questions when you go for a job interview, or if you're a practice owner interviewing an associate. Finding a job that fits is so important, and I want to help you do just that. Just text the word CONNECT to 215-543-6454, and we will send you back a free watch and pass to our next Job Connect TV show that will go over what questions to ask, how to answer them, and how to succeed on a job interview in dentisting.
You know, you've been in dental school, now you're looking for a job, and even though people think I'm a good resource for the owner part, but I'm not looking for a job. So share, what are some red flags you see, or even just good things they should focus on?
I definitely think that going to events like this, and like you said, CEs in general are very valuable. Because after I found my new job, funny enough, I went to a couple of your events and met people that were looking for jobs. And I was like, well, I just signed, so so close. Yeah. But it's like good to do that kind of stuff because you can meet people in person and kind of do a pre-interview in a normal setting where you're not freaked out. So that's very valuable. I mean, when you're going through the interview, do as many interviews as you can.
Totally.
I went to one, exactly. I went to one where as soon as I walked in, I knew I wasn't going to like it just because the air of the place was not good. But I still sat there, talked to them, pretended like I really wanted the job because I was practicing my skills, trying to interview, learning what I do and don't like about a practice so that I can practice enough that when the good one comes around, I've done it a few times.
You know, so glad to have so many people here. You guys are going to see me in a minute. This is our Job Connect TV show on what questions to ask on a job interview, whether you are looking for a job or hiring an associate. The goal of this is for you guys to ask questions yourself. At the end, know, is your associate position a car or a boat? So as I share just a few more videos here to get us started, please feel free to ask any questions you would like in the chat or the Q&A. I'm more than happy to answer them.
Drew, we're going to school. No. We're going to see your teachers. No. They made you a great video. No. But all your friends are there. No. You're going to do paints. No. You're going to play with blocks. No. You're going to go on the slide. And Daddy's going to pick you up later. No. Have a fun time. I love you. Do you celebrate your SOAs as a dentisting human? My name is Paul, Dr. Nacho. You might be thinking, what is an SOA? An SOA is a sense of accomplishment. Something that you did that went well, that you're able to check off your list, like this list of dental care that I have in my dentisting day today. My first patient, implant maintenance for an implant overdenture. This is one of my favorite patients. Removable implant overdentures that help him chew and smile with confidence. We repaired the lower and we were checking in on it today and he loves it. Small adjustment to make it better. And he reminded us how well they work for him. So remember, celebrate your SOAs, your sense of accomplishments. Don't just focus on the drop nachos, the annoying nachos, the nachos that go sideways. Because when that happens, you could just make yourself feel really, really annoyed inside. You can make your morale plummet. So remember, focus on those SOAs when things go well. Bring them to life, share them with yourself, compliment yourself, share them with your team, because that is the whole point of this wacky dentisting life that we have. If I can help you in any way, do not hesitate to reach out to me at dentalnachos.com. The more we share, the more we care, the better dentisting world we can build together.
So there's a few hidden prizes within the show. One of my favorite courses I did were systems to decrease dentisting stress. This is an hour-long CE course that shares the systems that I use in my office for patient communication, forms that we use for financial agreements, and more. So if you would like systems to decreasing dentisting stress, whether you're watching in live, whether you're watching it on demand 5 years from now, whether you're watching in a few days from now, just text stress to 215-543-6454, and we'll text that to you as a totally free chip gift.
Has your clinical experience as a dental student or new dentist suffered due to this Nacho Nuts pandemic? My name is Dr. Paul Goodman, and at Dental Nachos, we are doing something to help. Superdennis Boost is designed to help you both inside the operatory and outside the operatory, both with clinical skills and patient management skills. To learn more about it, just visit dentalnachos.com or text Boost to 215-543-6454.
Has the pandemic destroyed your dentisting dreams? My name is Paul, Dr. Nacho. I've been a dentist for 18 years, a practice owner for 15 years. And if I was a new dentist during the pandemic, my morale would be low. I might have money problems. And my dreams in dentistry might feel destroyed, but it doesn't have to be that way. I know we are facing a Nacho Nuts pandemic that has shaped our industry in ways that we did not expect. But if you are a dentist up to 2 years out of school, there's still hope for a better future. Why? Because people are always going to need dental care. And what we do is pretty awesome. Structurally rebuild people's teeth. There's going to be an increased need because there's been a lot of snacking during the pandemic. So if you are someone who's just out of school up to 2 years, a baby age dentist in our Dental Nachos community, we have an awesome event for you to help you learn, earn CE, and most of all, feel better about your dentisting career.
Would George Washington have offered his dental associate a daily safety net guarantee? This is Paul, Dr. Nacho, and we're going to share the 5 most important questions to ask and be able to answer on any job interview. To learn more how you can get this information, just text CONNECT to 215-543-6454 or email 5 questions to jobconnect@dentalnachos.com. The more we share, the more we care, the better dental world we can build together.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on these 5 questions that you need to ask and be able to answer on every job interview, whether you're a practice owner looking for an associate or an associate looking for a job. If you're here watching this live, put in the chat, I'm looking for a job. Put in the chat, I'm a practice owner looking to hire an associate. And our awesome Nacho team can share with you ways that we can help you, because it is so important to find a relationship that fits. That's the goal of what we're going to talk about today. But I want to add some value right up front. Questions to ask, to be able to answer. And here's the value. I don't know if you guys have $10, $20, or $30 in your life, but buy a book like this. Buy a book like this and put in it questions that we talk about and bring it on your job interview with a good pen or an extra pen and say, hey, while we talk, I'm a just busy person, busy dentist, I'm a practice owner. I always just want to make sure I get the most important things. Is it okay if I jot down some notes about our discussion? Everyone's going to say yes. And over here, you're going to have these 5 questions. Golden Nacho tip, bring your book. It'll make you feel good. Jot down questions. Practice says no Saturdays. Practice says I don't have an assistant, red flag. So we're going to go through these 5 questions. We're going to dig into them. But what's so important to me, I love making content like this, and it'll be recorded. It'll be put on Dental Nacho Flicks. It'll be on YouTube, and people can watch it and watch and watch it. But this is the time where you can interact. And if you can bring to life your specific question, you're here, you're watching, I would love to answer it. So please share questions in the chat. Big questions, small questions, medium questions I can ask. So I like TikTok. I don't know if anyone's on TikTok. There's a lot of interesting stuff. There's a lot of weird stuff, but you can learn a lot. So this person here, does anyone know who this person here is? Anyone know who this person is? I'll give you a few hints. Guy here, D4, looking for a job. Awesome, looking for a job. Nacho team, make sure we share with them how they can, what to do for the next step there. Now, has anyone heard, raise your hand, have you heard of Spanx? Has anyone heard of Spanx? Raise your hand if you have heard of the material Spanx. Okay, raise your hand if you have heard of Sarah Blakely. Sarah Blakely is the founder of Spanx, billion-dollar-plus company. This is her husband, and I love some of his content, and I highly recommend that you follow him on TikTok. There's a lot of weird stuff on TikTok. When you look at it, don't be like Dr. Nacho said, but there's also stuff you can learn and things you can incorporate into your life. So this tip, I've given thousands of lectures, big ones, small ones, medium ones, residents, older dentists, this, that. I've stood on stage and I go up there and be like, oh geez, I'm nervous to talk about this. Going to fundamentals, 4, 5, 6 things. Get this book, The Checklist Manifesto. It's an awesome book. So tell a story. Tell the audience where you're going, deliver on that promise, and leave them with actionable takeaways.
I remember the professor saying there are 4 components to public speaking. The first thing is open up with a story. The second thing is tell your audience what it is they're going to learn and where they're going. People want to know where they're going. The third thing is deliver on that promise. And the fourth thing is leave them with actionable, immediate actionable takeaways.
So that's for every interaction. When you're a patient, when you're a dentist, you're presenting to a patient. When you're interviewing someone, you're presenting. Tell a story. Tell the audience where you're going. The audience just see one person. Deliver on that promise and leave them with actionable takeaways. So at the end of this, all these shows are 30 minutes. Big sitcom fan, Family Ties, Cheers, that's my generation. Modern Family for maybe your generation. I love sitcom length stuff, 30 minutes. So I'm going to ask at the end, what actual takeaway did you learn here to drop in the chat? So this morning,
I remember the professor.
Like dads get up at 5:30, get coffee, go to Washington Square Park. And I said to myself, I could just like create this lecture from my head because I know all the content, or I could record a video so that I can use it over and over again, but then I can stop the video and add value and share during it. So that's what I did this morning on my dad walk. So I encourage you guys to take more videos that you can use over and over again, whether it's how does dental insurance work, whether it's a common question. And if you're looking to hire an associate or find a job, this is a great tip. This is a great actionable takeaway, a BTL video. Take your phone, put it in front of your face, get a reasonable background, doesn't be fancy, and say, hi, my name is Dr. Paul Goodman. I graduated from Penn Dental School. I did a multi-year GPR. I love doing restorative dentistry, but also dental implants. I'm looking for a job in the Philadelphia area, Philadelphia, New Jersey area. You can reach out to me at paul@dentalnachos.com or by texting 215-543-6454. I look forward to hearing from you. 30-second BTL bring to life yourself video. Make it if you're a practice owner, make it if you're an associate. It's free to make. Put it on YouTube. Send it to people who are connectors. Great book, The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. What we do at Dentist Job Connect, run by Jill, who's doing an awesome job with that, is connect people. But you got to connect people with the right mechanism of connection. Text, email, Facebook, Instagram, Snapagram. That's not even a thing. Video allows you to bring yourself to life. So I'm going to bring this to life for you. So as we go through, please ask any questions, and we're going to go over these 5 questions you must be able to answer or ask on every job interview. You are an associate dentist. You accepted a job with base pay. So while there's a little wind there to begin, I'll bring this to life. You're an associate dentist that accepted a job that had base pay plus a percentage of your collections, plus commissions, base pay plus the potential to earn more. And the place where you're working, the dental practice, they are paying you your base pay, but they are not paying you your percentage of collections above that base pay. Tell a story. Here's a story from today. In my Facebook Messenger, someone who I've met in person, a new dentist, said, hey, Paul, can you help me? I was promised base pay plus a percentage of collections. I've done root canals, I've done crowns, and I've gotten 0 of my collection pay. How would that make you feel as a person who did that work? Not good. This person is in a relationship for her job that's not going well. How did she get into this relationship? Did she miss red flags beforehand? Is there ways she could have done something to make this better? So one of the things I asked, and this person is an awesome dentist, is what does the contract say? And did a dental focused attorney review that contract? So we're going to get to one of the biggest takeaways. So a contract doesn't prevent people from acting like not so nice jerks. Rob Montgomery will tell you that. You can hear this. But looking into a contract and making sure it's an agreement between 2 people, practice owner or an associate, is so important. So how can you prevent dropping your nachos in a job is to make sure the contract and the document is one that protects you, one that's a win-win, one that you can use as a reference point. So let's keep listening to this story. They are not allowing you to see your production and collection reports. This is a story. They are not allowing this dentist, the associate dentist, to see the production and collection reports. Enormous red flag. In my office, I have multiple associates. They can see any report they want. They can get any report they want printed out and look at. I actually put it on my associates to tell me about their percentage of collections they're owed because they go through it carefully. It's not easy to track. So red flag, if you can't see the production and collections on the reports you did, it's an enormous red flag. So now if we're kind of go back to the future for your notebook, how about a question here? hey, when I'm paid 32% of net collections, I was curious, what kind of system works in your office? Will I be able to have access to the Dentrix report so I can make sure things are accurate? Because I want to make sure I charge out everything right, the payments are coming in. Will I be able to have access? Paul Goodman, practice owner? Sure. Work with Cater, office manager. You have access. This answer, not so good. You can't have access. The office manager is the only one who can look at it. Orange, red flag.
Of a dentist that reached out to me today and said, Paul, Dr. Nacho, what should I do? What can I do? On this episode of Job Connect TV, we're going to talk about the interview questions you need to ask as an associate and a practice owner, how you need to manage expectations when on a job interview in dentistry. I will leave you with actionable takeaways, and I'm going to start right now. Number one, do not offer an associate contract to a dentist, and do not sign one without a dental-focused attorney.
So if you can only watch this far, super important. Do not offer an associate contract or sign one without having a dental-focused attorney review it first. Do not offer a contract to someone to work in your office as a dental associate, or do not sign one to work in someone else's office without having a dental-focused attorney review it first.
Reviewing it. There are only two reasons not to have a dental-focused attorney review your contract. Number one.
So I'm here doing our fun free Nacho TV show. I have all these people watching in. So impressed by how many people are watching in right now. So I can see you in the Zoom, and I won't call you out. I won't violate Zoom HIPAA. I don't want to violate Zoom HIPAA. I don't know if that's a thing, but I want you to put in the chat. There's two reasons why a dentist won't have a dental-focused attorney review or make their contract. What are those two reasons? What are the two reasons someone won't do it? What are the two reasons? I'm going to wait 60 seconds. Someone put in the chat, what is one of the two reasons? What's your best guess? So many people here. If a dentist is an attorney himself, cheat or steal, good. But what prevents a dentist from doing it? Oh, there it is, money. You're either too cheap or you don't know an attorney. Too cheap or don't know an attorney. Don't let these things happen to you. I'm going to tell you why. You are penny wise, dollar foolish, toxically cheap. Because if you're a practice owner and you don't get a dental focused attorney to write a contract for your associate, nacho nuts. If you're looking for a job and you don't have a dental focused attorney review your contract, also nacho nuts. And here's why.
You don't know a dental-focused attorney. Number two, you are #dentist cheap. You say to yourself, I don't want to waste money having a dental-focused attorney review my contract. I can read a contract. Well, do you think your dental-focused attorney can read how to bond something? Yes, they can read it, but they don't really know how it works. Same deal here. The words in a contract, from restrictive covenant to how the associate will be paid, to how the associate will market themselves in the practice, to the notice the associate will need to give before leaving, are all so important. And I have seen so many burnt nachos from dentists not doing this one thing, not having a dental-focused attorney review their contract, both as the practice owner and as the associate. You've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into your education. Investing another $700, $1,000, $1,500 in making sure the document that you are signing is not going to burn your nachos. Super important. Practice owners, you have invested millions in your education and dental practice, and you want to print out a contract from the internet or ask your friends if they can give you a contract? This is the one thing that drives me nacho nuts. So having a dental focused attorney, well, to be fair, a lot of things drive me nacho nuts, but this is one of the main things. So to have a dental focused attorney make a contract or review a contract, how would you go about that? You would find a dental focused attorney that can operate in your state. One of my closest friends, podcast partner, group sponsor, and own personal dental focused attorney that has helped me with asset purchase agreements, associate contracts, and how to operate my practice on a daily basis from a legal perspective is the awesome Rob Montgomery from YourDentalLawyer.com. Rob and his team operate out of Pennsylvania and other states. Lawyers have it better than dentists because it's not quite as insane for them to operate in different states, but they often don't operate in all 50 states. So if you reach out to Rob and his team at YourDentalLawyer.com, or you message us at salsadentalnachos.com for a personal intro.
So some really good insight here, okay? Because we talked about with the contract, how it outlines how much notice you have to give. So here's a challenging story. Someone wanted to leave a job and get a better job. Had a great job there, but had a better scenario to be a partner. Totally normal circle of dentistry lifestyle. But this person had to give 6 months notice. There's no dental focused attorney that would have allowed that to happen. He signed a contract with 6 months notice, which is way too long. Could have ended his chance of getting this position, and he might have to break that contract anyway. A couple good points here. First 45 days, anyone can break a contract. That could be true based on the language of the contract, but what happens is the restrictive covenant's still in place. It's becoming more popular to try to create a 90-day test period within a contract, where if either party leaves within the 90 days, the restrictive covenant might not be in place, but it's so important to get good language. Lawyers can definitely kill negotiations because I'm a practice broker. I've bought practices, I sell practices. Good lawyers want to get deals done. Bad lawyers want to kill deals. So if a good lawyer is telling you to watch out, this might burn your nachos in taking a job. Where's an example? A restrictive covenant that's too far in an area where you want to live. Because if you take that job and then you want to own a practice within it, a bank will not loan you money. Same goes for practice owners. So really great insight there. So a bad lawyer can definitely kill negotiations. A good lawyer wants to get things done. So interview your advisors just like you would interview your dental lab to help you. Great insight there.
They'll be able to share if they can help you in your state, if they have any conflicts with current clients, and if they don't know, if they cannot operate in your state, they may be able to refer you to someone. So that is my message here on my first lap around Washington Square Park on my early morning dad walk. Because even though it's the weekend, dads get up at the same time. I never knew this would happen at 43. I thought I could sleep late if I wanted to. That ship has sailed. So to learn more about how not to burn your nachos when looking for a job, what questions to ask on interviews, here are the 5 questions which we're going to dig into separately. Why does the practice need an associate? Is the associate position a car or a boat? Is it a need or a want? Super important question to have ask and be able to answer. What procedures would you like me to do? Or what procedures do you expect your associate to do? If you want to refer all molar endo to your associate because you don't like molar endo, that is one of the more challenging procedures in the dental field. So make sure you support your associate in learning molar endo, and make sure it's the right fit to have a dental associate doing molar endo on your patients, because that may not be a good scenario for anyone if the associate doesn't have the proper training and support. Doesn't mean don't have the associate do endo, just means create a system. Why does the practice need an associate? What procedures do you want the associate to do? How will you pay the associate? Money, super important in life, for food, rent, student loans, and living your best dentisting life. Managing expectations over money is one of the biggest problems I see in my work as Dr. Nacho, Dr. Paul Goodman, hiring associates, helping people find associates, reaching out to people online, getting messages from people online about their jobs. So why does the practice need an associate? What procedures do you want the associate to do? How will the associate be compensated? Why? What? How? Here's an extra one. Fun. What fun thing is there to do in the area?
So back to my book. Here's the book. Here's the words on the side. Where is the job? Why do they need an associate? What procedures do you want the associate to do? How will I be compensated? What fun things are there to do in the area? Get those answers. In the answer, the best question, why? Is the associate position a car or a boat? A car is a need, a boat is a want. People will sell their their boat before their car. People will sell their boat before their car. So if you take a boat position where they don't have a true need, if there's not enough patients, they might not need you. You might sit around. If you don't have a daily safety net guarantee, which I firmly believe everyone should have a daily safety net guarantee from the first day of work till the end. Daily safety net guarantee is a baseline and you would make more. Our associates have had it every day they work. So if it's $500 a day, I hope they make $600, $700, $800, but I want to make sure they're comfortable and confident that they can pay their rent, eat food, and pay their loans, because I don't want them, if there's a day where they don't have a lot of patients, I want them to be thinking, oh geez, this is a time I'm not going to be paid. So why does the office need an associate? Is it a car or a boat? What's a car position? Replacing a full-time associate. Them showing a true need for another dentist. So here's a good question to ask. We're really, really busy. We need another dentist here. Okay, I need a dentist. Okay, oh, that's great. You're so busy. Would you share with me, great way to ask it, would you share with me, when's the next time someone could get in for a crown prep on number 30? Golden question. Because listen to what the dentist says. They say, oh, 2 weeks from now, not busy enough. Say I'm booked out for 8 weeks, that may be busy enough. If you take a position where they're not busy enough for you and don't have enough patients, it can kill your money and your morale. Write that down. It can kill your money and your morale. It doesn't mean you're never going to have openings, but you're looking for a relationship with this office. And it's important to ask good questions to develop that relationship. So there definitely will be a part 2 to this interview one, because there's a ton of content to go through. But what I like to share is I'm going to play a short video and I'll stick around after the show, after the show, 5-7 minutes for any questions. I'll stop my screen. You can get any type of insight, ask a question, share something after we're finished. I'll share this video. So if you have a question, you don't want to ask it, you want to be anonymous, pop it in the anonymous Q&A thing and my team will tell me what it is. Any question, because we're currently connecting associates right now. We have over 50 open positions across the US. Just text job to 215-543-6454. There's all types of open positions, but is it the right fit for you? Are you geographically flexible? Is it a position where they want someone to do endo, but you don't have experience with endo? Is there a position where someone wants to do ortho and you do have experience? That's a type of fit in that why, what, where, how, fun things to do.
Has your clinical experience as a dental student or new dentist suffered due to this Nacho Nuts pandemic? My name is Dr. Paul Goodman, and at Dental Nachos, we are doing something to help. Superdennis Boost is designed to help you both inside the operatory and outside the operatory, both with clinical skills and patient management skills. To learn more about it, just visit dentalnachos.com or text Boost to 215-543-6454.
This is Jill, who runs our Job Connect program. If you text job to 215-543-6454, you can connect with Jill, find out if we have jobs in your area, and find out how you can get an associate position or your associate position listed. So I'm going to stop my share, and it's just me here. Me in Nacho headquarters. My team, my awesome team is here. They're going to share stuff too. How do you recommend making a strong resume? Is that something really taken into account as a new dentist? So we're dentists and we think about applications, normal resume. A resume is a story of you. I'd even stop calling it a resume. I call this is a story of me as a person and as a dentist. Use video for sure, use video. Put in pictures of cases you've done that you do most of the time, single tooth crowns, class 2 composites, not that one case that you did in residency, full mouth rehab. It's probably not practical to do that in private practice. Some of the best advice I can give, and I think he might be on this webinar, make your own website. There's someone who's been on 12 associate interviews, mainly from the website. He has a dental focus attorney helping him. He's made his own website. There's so many things you can do on your end. So by building a strong resume, it would be some combination of photos that you've done for clinical cases that you want to do, a BTL video of yourself, put it on YouTube, and get this out to as many connectors as humanly possible. Supply reps, Dentist Job Connect, specialists in the area, post on Facebook, share content, make genuine comments in Facebook groups for people to get to know you. Really great advice there. Let me see if we have any other questions here. I want to go back through the chat. Okay. Anna and Natalie, our Superdennis Boost event is coming up. February 26th, 28th. It's live, clinical CE, practice management CE, business CE. It's an amazing opportunity. We have totally Nacho Nuts pricing. My team will drop it in there. We have over 300 people signed up already. I hope we have 3,000. A time to bond, earn CE. If you're someone who needs in-person CE, you can get it this way from your couch by watching in live and entering the code. Jill's also here with us, and we make custom spotlight ads for job seekers, that we can share. We've connected people in Arizona, Texas, New Jersey, PA, all different places. Connecting people for jobs is one of our favorite things to do. Whether you are on the seeker end of this or the practice owning end, it's just magic when you can get a relationship going to help patients, help yourself, build a team, and really be able to do what you want to do, and that's do dentistry. From an anonymous post, let me see. Oh, can you share me with me? I'll be glad to answer it. Nacho team member, yeah, if we would like to have an example of how to make a video, free nachos at dentalnachos.com. How do you answer? Tell me about yourself. Great. Not exactly the best interview question. I need to help practice owners too, okay? Always stories. Remember, tell a story. Share with the audience where you're going. Actionable takeaways, okay? Actionable takeaways. Tell me about yourself is a very difficult question to answer. Go with the story, positive story. Oh, thanks for asking that question. A lot of people ask that question. One time in my residency, I really had a great experience with helping a patient going from no teeth to an implant overdenture. One time in dental school, I had this instructor, and she's exactly the type of person I would love to work for. Then outline, super supportive, but held me accountable, right? Always go with a story. So at the end here, we still have a lot of people watching in, which is awesome. Share with me an actionable takeaway. What is one thing? Type it in the chat. One thing you're going to do from this past 30 minutes. What are you going to commit to doing from the past 30 minutes? Whether it's make a BTL video, text stress to 215-543-6454 to get the stress reduction course. But don't always talk about yourself, your dental experiences and your personal experiences, combination of both, just like good nacho toppings, combination. So definitely do something dental, but also talk about your person. One thing I really enjoy on the weekends is I'm like a really outdoorsy person. This is not true for me. I'm an outdoorsy person. I like hiking. I might say I'm a really huge fan of comedy. I love watching movies with comedy shows. I saw The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Have you seen that show? Connecting with people. Make time for clinical photos. I like that. Awesome. So the person that answered that, first person to answer it, send him a free nacho t-shirt. Create a storyline resume. We can send her a free nacho t-shirt too. That's it. Make my profile and reach out to Dr. Nacho. Just do Dentist Job Connect right now. Just get yourself connected into a pipeline, but don't just Dentist Job Connect as part of your solution. Also use Indeed, use Facebook, go with specialists, call offices, email your resume. It's a combination of many things to be successful in finding that job. Make my profile. Awesome, guys. Really great ones. I like that. Awesome. So to be on any other future Job Connect shows, just to watch in, just text Connect to 215-543-6454. If you've missed our first few shows, just email jobconnect@dentalnachos.com and we'll share with you how you can get the first few shows. All right, great. Awesome, guys. I'm going to take myself off video. Just leave this off for another minute or two. I love doing this. Really hope the best for you. Together, we'll build a better dental world together. I know we can make it better even during a pandemic. Can't wait for in-person C to come back when that becomes safer and safer again. And I hope you guys join us for Superdennis Boost. You will not regret it. Just text Boost to 215-543-6454. You'll be amazed at how you can earn 15 CE credits for a totally Nacho Nuts price. I know you're going to love it. Thanks, guys.